step number one, start a 401k. I want to say, like, everybody get your finances in check.
Yeah.
Because if you have a passion, but you're not smart about it, and you're not thinking about how to make money or how to actually make it sustainable, then you're probably going to give up. It's the people that jump off the cliff and try to build their parachute on the way down. Some people, like, eat your heart out, go for it. That's not my take. My take is to be conservative with it. If you start a 401k when you're young, like Purpose in the Youth, like people that are very young, if you do this shit now, you're going to set yourself up for financial security far down the road. Yeah. Obviously, if you got debt, pay that off. You know, compound interest. Look it up.
Just Google it. We're pouring live here at the Purpose in the Youth studio. This is your favorite bearded man, the one, the only Bobbbaaaay. Today we're doing a podcast with a guy named Matt D'Avella, filmmaker, fellow podcaster. That's right. He's the podcaster behind the Ground Up Show. He is the director behind the Minimalism documentary. I'm pretty stoked about doing this podcast, as I always am. His visuals on his podcast, though, are hands down the best visuals I've ever seen on a podcast, and some people are like, what does that even matter? But this guy, he's got some great content out there. I'm really excited to break into his story and kind of just see how this has all happened. I know he had he had a little lawsuit when he was in college for about $7 million, I think. Definitely a big problem, but he got out of it somehow, some way. So we're gonna find out about that. And I know he recently did a podcast with Lewis Howes, who I'm getting Lewis at some point. Maybe before 100, maybe for 100, that'd be dope. We're gonna speak it into existence. But I know he recently did a podcast with Lewis Howes that I think should be coming out in the next week or two. But overall, it's great when you get to bring in another fellow podcaster. It just means you're gonna make some high quality content. Matt D'Avella here for the show. Let's get into it. Pouring live here with Dylan Reese. Dylan, how do you think this podcast is over here? I wouldn't fuck you up on camera, dude. This is boring. You know what this is, bro. You know this, man. I'll make music for a living, though. Spin rhymes every day. Woo! Matt D'Avella in the house, baby. Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, man.
Dude, so when I I found you from Babin. He had posted about the podcast.
Right.
I was interested from the podcast because I had heard it, but I was like, what else does this guy do? And I saw you did the documentary for Minimalism. I was like, holy shit. Like, this is the guy. You know what I mean? Because
thank you, man.
I don't remember when I had seen it, but it changed just the way I saw the decisions I was making. Like, I used to, in high school, I was the one that was buying the nice clothes, the polo, and trying to fit in. And then when I got to college, I kind of started to kind of ease off and not really feel the need to buy the stuff. But that documentary was something that I was like, yo, these guys have it right. Like,
that's amazing.
An absolute amazing. So when I saw that, man, you guys crushed it, man. That's why I'm super excited about this podcast too. It's just to kind of hear like behind the scenes of just that entire process.
Yeah, I would love to dig into it, dude. It was that was my first doc, so yeah. Like, I mean, I had been a filmmaker for my entire life, so I've been doing it forever. But this was like the first time I really like fully committed and went all in, and was like, I was ready to do something big. So I teamed up with Josh and Ryan. We just invested our own money into it. Dude, expecting nothing. Yeah, excited.
Come on in, man.
All right, thank you for having me.
This is Kirk.
What's up, brother? Nice to meet you, man.
This is called the content podcast.
Dude, I don't know about you, but like, I love working from home, and like, I don't know, like, I've had office spaces before, and it's great. It really just depends on what you're doing there. If you're collaborating with people, if you can get the right space. But for me, like, if I could have like a bedroom, something like you guys do, where it's like separate, everything's already set up, so you don't have to set shit up, break it down, and go through that pain in the ass every time. Mine's in my dining room right now.
So
I know. Yeah, and I'll stack it, so I'll do 2 to 4 podcasts within a couple days.
So you can just have it set up. You just kind of
then just leave it there, let my girlfriend deal with it for a couple days, and then I'll break it down. Because it takes a lot of energy to do all that.
Eat over there, bro.
Yeah. It'll be totally fine.
We're eating on the couch.
Honestly, for the first like 3 months, we didn't have like the table that we wanted. We like waited to it was back ordered, so we were waiting for this nice table to come in. And I just got an IKEA table, set up all the podcast stuff, and it just stayed there the entire time. It was like 3 months of just my podcast gear in the dining room, and we just ate on the floor in front of the living room. Get the back of it?
Absolutely. Right there. I'm going to get some water, and then this is going to be a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Purpose in the Youth podcast with your favorite bearded man, the one, the only, Bobbbaaaay. Today on the podcast, Matt D'Avella. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am super stoked for this podcast.
You don't have to have just one. You can cultivate your passions. You can experiment and try different things.
Yeah.
Don't feel like because you don't have a certain direction, you don't feel like, especially when you're young, like it's hard. Not everybody has something that just kind of connects with them and it resonates with them in a way, like straight from the start. So try different things. Some things you'll make money from. Like, I'm really passionate about lifting weights and going to the gym.
Let's go.
I don't make any money doing that, you know. Maybe one day, but like, I'm not a personal trainer. So, like, find passions that you can just enjoy, and then find the things that you actually will really love and will also make you money in the long run.
Yeah. Matt D'Avella, baby.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for coming on the show, man. It's an
Appreciate
absolute
it.
pleasure.
This is great.
We'll catch you guys next time. See ya! It's every 6 days we're producing. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like,
It's
okay,
actually,
it's already Thursday. Like, I'm producing in a couple days. Got to drop the
it
next one,
happens
the next one, the
very,
next one, the
very
next one.
quick.
It's
What was tough for me was I was doing the podcast for like a year or so, maybe a year. Yeah, probably a year. And then my YouTube channel started to pop off, and I'm like, great problem to have.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, how do I do both?
Yeah.
And like, I've committed to the podcast, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I see that as a long-term thing.
Yeah.
And it also opens me up outside of minimalism and certain things I talk about on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Standing
above the line. I'm like, yeah.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
See you, man.
You
You
too.
too.
Package back here.
Oh, hopefully some goodies in here. All right, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, let me know when this comes out.
I will. You got it. Woo! Woo! Podcast in the vault, baby. Kicking down doors. That's all we do, folks. Just great podcasting. Matt D'Avella, amazing dude. Great podcast. I could have went another 3 hours with this guy just to nerd out on some podcasting content, because you don't get to meet too many podcasters out there. But this is a really good story. I think the work that he's done is incredible. The amount of content he's putting out right now is something I can only wish to do someday. And we'll slowly get there. But hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Check out the podcast if you haven't listened already. Matt D'Avella. And we'll catch you next time. Favorite bearded man. See ya!